everybody. The chances of storm screaming are high on this job. I'm heading to the Boss and Janet's to get involved in. Boss is doing a total breakdown and change out of his pride and joy, his fish tank. And I've had this big fear that I'm going to turn around with a rock or a log, bing, right into the side, right into the side of the 150-gallon tank, and the boss just going to stand there like, yeah. So, you know, I'm kind of have some butterfingers sometimes, so I'm a little nervous. So I'm hoping the boss is going to do the placement and all that, but I'm going to help him schlep water and all that. We got to change out the water. So it's basically a whole new system. He's got sand that was imported from Vietnam. So it's going to be an exciting time. Like I said, the chance for foul weather to come. We shall see. Glad to have you guys along. There's the Zoe girl. Zoe! How you doing, babes? Come on in. Oh, doesn't that look nice? Look at how nice that lawn looks. I've got nice lawn envy here. Beautiful. I never really understood what goes on with the boss's tree. He gets a lot of this curling and stuff. It's kind of weird. Like, look at some of the leaves. You get the weird curling. I'm not sure really what it is. Isn't that pretty? Let's go in. Here we go. Morning. Are we ready to do this bitch today or what? Huh?
Yeah.
Morning, babe. You look glorious today.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you got everything all set. You got the drop. Woo, boy. Pro job here. Here we are, we're underway. We're going to wait for the boss. I'm going to bring the stuff in and then...
I think we're going to take the dog for a walk.
Oh, great. Okay, good. Because I want to shoot a video. I want the boss to explain what we're going to do, why we're doing it, and what our goal is, right? So there's the Janet girl today. Great to be here. So it's moving day coming up, guys.
No, he's not.
So on with the show. How's it? What are the chances for storm clouds on this show? I rate this a high factor of problems here today. So we're gonna take Zoe for a walk. Zoe. Oh.
Take a picture of the tank with the dart.
Yep.
We gotta do it before
Well,
and after.
we're gonna do that. I got a plan. Zoe, did we go pee-pees? Did you do a big poo-poo today? Are you gonna go riding later on, huh? It's all been trimmed down for the summer, high and tight on that, just like the boss today.
That's right.
It's their summer do.
Summer cut there.
Zoe?
Zoe, I'll come up. Good girl.
Happy girl, looking healthy.
I think she gained all her weight back that
Yeah.
she lost when she was sick.
What is
Back
that?
to-
What?
She's back to her
No, it
fighting
isn't.
weight.
What is that? Get that cat. Where's that cat? Go get that cat. Yeah. There we go.
Silly girl. That's a silly girl.
Tricks are for
Where's
kids.
Daddy?
Let's take one last look at this aquascape here that we have, because after today it's going to totally change. It's going to brighten up the environment. So, boss, why are you changing out the tank now? Why have you decided to get rid of the dark and go with a light flow?
So it takes time. I've been upgrading this tank. I've had it for a while, but I've always had the black gravel in here. I've had it for 23 years, black gravel. So I have my discus, my colorful fish here in the back. They're actually hiding. But with the black gravel, the blues will tend to darken on my fish. Just through natural camouflaging that they do. So I'm going to come in and we're going to pull out everything and put in a nice aquatic white sand It actually has glitter in it, not man-made glitter, but natural glitter type. So we have to be aware that this is an ecosystem. The water is living full of bacteria. It's used to eat the
Here it comes,
the
guys.
ammonia and the waste products from the fish. And it breaks it down into the nitrogen and the minerals for the living plants to consume and create oxygen. We will have to watch, what do they call it? It's a nitrifying bacteria, and to make sure we keep a nice flora alive. That's going to be the concerns.
Electrician, landscaper, marine biologist,
Take
all
it
in
all the way back out. Plants, livestock, gravel, lock, stock, and barrel, and put it back and see how we survive.
Risks today. What are the big risks on this job besides smashing or breaking a glass or
Losing all the fish.
So what's your timetable for, because you took hours washing that sand was imported from Vietnam that you're using. I'm not going to show you guys. We're going to save that later for the big video. But what are the risks you see? Losing the fish?
Losing the fish.
Okay. And we don't want to do that because there's been a few battles over the years.
I personally have fish in here that are over 20 years old. I don't know what the age was when I got them, but I've owned them 20 years.
So your expectations for me on this job, besides trying to keep my mouth shut and I told them the potential for explosion is high on this job today. If you saw the opener, ladies and gentlemen, you see what the goals are today from the morning shoots from Saturday to change out this whole environment. And the first thing today, well, it's not the first thing. You guys spent hours cleaning that sand.
Sand forever.
From Vietnam. Shipped all the way. No, it's kind of, Janet's laughing like, really? You were kind of kid that had just a goldfish that floated around a bowl and all that, right? So I think sometimes Janet might say, what's it like living with like a marine biologist, landscape expert, everything else? So it's going to be a big day.
Yeah.
Plants are pretty much pulled. Got the big rock. Yeah, that big rock. So I guess you're going to try to hand that to me. So I'm going to go ahead and close out this section. So say goodbye to the old look. Hello, new look. The site you're not going to see too often. Empty tank.
Let's eliminate the trip hazard.
Yeah, here's where we got the...
Pull me a little more slack on that.
There we go.
There you go. Just throw it on the floor.
Personal safety evaluation, right, boss? On every job site, right?
We got nice, clean, working surfaces. We can spill. Be aware of the trip hazard.
So we don't have any more Christmas injuries, right?
And right now we call this Wrangling livestock.
Janet's the wrangler.
Janet's our wrangler, the fish wrangler.
That's it. So we got the siphon set up here. So we're filling up this temporary container here
Full of fish.
to hold the fish in there.
You got all that little gravel though with me.
And that's the way we do it. Eliminate the trip hazard. Look at this for a pump here. That thing's massive. That's as big as a Homer bucket from Home Depot. It is. Look at the size of that. It's huge. And here's the boss's CO2 setup over here for helping to propagate the plants. That's in a shutdown mode right now, so Janet's wrangling away. Well ordered. Did you see that thing flopping around in that net like you just landed bringing a salmon in or something? Wow. What a tough guy. Netting operations continue.
It's like the clown loach sent me off on the wrong fish. Try and find something that had good
Fish all sat so well. Jen and I were going up to get an adapter for the transfer pump, which was the wrong one. Boss has totally cleared out everything from the tank. So it's important that this stuff remain because it has the same bacteria colonies and everything. Looking pretty good. And here's on the outside. You want to fish dinner? And here's all the water. So I got to get back up to the store. We've had our first little setback here. We're going to use the Moonshine transfer pump. Thought that was a 3/4 fitting. That's actually an 1.25 inch fitting. And there's nothing at Home Depot, no reducers, no adapters, no 1.25 inch hose. So we're going to have to bucket brigade. To fill up the tank again, we're going to have to use the buckets and pour it in. Have to put a plate at the bottom to keep it from splashing. So they're putting the new, look at how much brighter that's going to be now. Wow. The new sand is going in. Geez, Janet, you could be a bricklayer, something like that. You're going to be a concrete finisher or what? I got to teach you how to use that. There you go. There you go. Lift up. That's good. You got it. Looks pretty good, huh? Leveling it all out. So we're going to have to put it in the old school way. Bit by bit.
Bit by bit.
Make you happy? Yes.
No.
That's where I come in.
This is only a flush rinse.
Yeah, flush rinse just to see how the sand is going to react. We're just using regular tap water here. Probably need to level that bowl because it's causing too much of a waterfall on this side, which is probably disrupting a little bit. Get you a little more even. The rinse water is now almost all been taken out of the tank here patiently. I think that's about the end of the line, Janet, huh? Yeah. Unless you kind of bury that, dig a hole, and yeah, you don't want to get the sand in there.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's about it, and it's going to be time to put the final wood, the H2O back in. It's been on the tank before, so that's about the end of the line. Yep. All the sand's been placed, water's been put back in. There's socks filled with the old gravel in there to kind of condition the water. So it's going to take quite a while for the water to clear, the water quality. Both filters are running, so it could take up to 12 to 24 hours. So we'll see. Testing for pH, initial pH. Now, what are you testing for? Ammonia here?
Oh, I'm already too early to test for that.
Yeah. No, we already tested the
Well, I guess I should put
pH is
water in it.
high here on the high scale. We know that there's no buffer added yet, so that's between 7.8 and 8 on there, color wise. And this was the initial testing, shows high blue, and then you change over to a higher pH to test it higher there. Yeah, my allergies got me good today, guys. That's why I'm all sniffly. Just going to get some more stuff to test with. What were you missing?
Water.
Between 0 and 0.25.
Just normal.
Yeah, normal. What else are you going to test for?
Let's see.
Anything else? You have nitrate, nitrite. The pH definitely has to be. And what buffer do you add? What do you put in it for?
The discus buffer.
Now, what a discus like? What range do they like? Acidic or
6 point.
Okay, so we're way off.
Yeah, usually like 6
Discus
point.
buffer. That'll put 5. And how much do you put in there? Or enough?
Usually I put about 6.
All right.
Like teaspoons in.
Zoe, you gonna go walk? You gonna go pee-pees? Huh? Gonna go pee-pee? Still waiting for the tank to clear. It's cleared about 50%. There is a film on the front of it that has to be cleaned from the inside. But definitely the clarity is improving dramatically, so the boss is a little worried that the fish can only take so much time in the holding tanks before nitrates. Janet just checked the level. Level's okay, Janet, on the fishies? See if they're okay.
Still high in the tank over there.
Okay, so we can't really put them in until the pH is adjusted with more buffer. But it is definitely clearing. Welcome back, everybody. It's almost midnight on Saturday night, and the tank, as you can see, is cleared quite a bit here. Now, the big dilemma now is, do you put the fish in now with the clarity not perfect? You might say, no, keep them over in the prison lockup here, the transfer holding cells. But, right, boss? But the problem is, ammonia rises. There's no filtration here right now. So the level of ammonia rises, and that could be lethal to fish. You had an ammonia spike that was, I guess, in January or so. It was terrible.
They had to die off.
Yeah, it had to die off. So ammonia is a real deal. It's like the boss asked me, how much ammonia can you take, Rosie? So I get it. So I think we're going to do a little test run over here. Put a couple of these, but it's looking great. The plants are coming in. This is going to look really brilliant here. This looks, you know what, this looks so much more natural now, this setting with the sand. Just like you would actually find in an environment where these fish come from. So it's pretty amazing to me. So we'll just have to see how it goes. So I think we're going to do the transfer. This is the real showpiece of it too. I didn't know if that was a composite. That's real wood, which is pretty amazing. That's so much more natural and beautiful looking.
Oh, this will be the front.
Yeah, this side. So that's really cool. What a cool natural scape. That's amazing looking.
There'll be some plants on this.
Yeah. Just amazing looking. So there's where we stand now at midnight. And little by little the precipitate is clearing, the water quality is improving by the hour. But do you agree how natural things are going to look here? I think it's going to be pretty amazing. Good morning, everybody. Janet's going to explain. We had the fish holding tanks over here, and what happened last. Where was the fish? We had a jumper. Chinese algae eater?
I found him right over here.
Wow, he jumped far, and he was
Or somebody
squashed. Huh?
kicked him.
He was squashed.
He looked like he was stepped on now.
Wow, I don't know, because I don't remember coming through this way, but if he jumped, we might haven't even noticed him on the floor, you know?
Any time he could have jumped.
But, okay, well, there's a from the scene report from Janet, so appreciate Janet. We'll send over the forensic team to see what the hell happened over there. Yeah, but look at how nice this is looking over here. We've had a lot of clarity come into the tank. So the next thing the boss wants to do is, I think, very gently slope the sand, being very careful not to disturb it too much, because you do want to have the fish in today. It's mandatory those fish go back in today. And then get the wood and the other ornamental and get the plants down. And it should be pretty darn good. We got a jumper. Now comes the hard part. We've got plants have to be hooked on to the wood. We're creating a scape, pulling out some complementary colored rocks. A lot of plants to be put down in here. You can see it's clouded up a little bit. Despite the best efforts, it's hard to keep it clear. We're kind of scalloped out a little bowl here to put the main piece of wood in here, like driftwood, and then build around that a little bit. So we're working on that part of it now. So it's going to be nice. How cool is that? Have a little crab that was living in there. Wow, that's amazing. Huh?
I didn't even know he was still alive.
I think
Wow.
he said that's like the $20 crab.
Wow. Beautiful.
He came with one of the plants and he just don't eat it.
He looks pretty happy.
So that's one of my animals.
How about that? I know it's a little cloudy, guys, but what a cool looking aquascape developing there. Okay, sure, it's a little cloudy, but this thing is really going to be amazing looking when it clears. It's going to be clear very fast now, but I can't wait tomorrow. They're going to send me a picture. It's going to be the end cap on this video. So let's get some final words from the boss and Janet. Boss, I'm heading out. What do you think? You did a lot of prep work. It really paid off amazingly with collecting rocks and getting permission from people for rocks. Janet, the plant mistress there, you did a great job on that, and I had a lot of fun doing this project.
All the materials were there, and it was all about having fun.
So
We're still working on it.
any thoughts on creating a new aquascape? What did you?
Brand new aquascape with the living environment.
And a minimum of yelling too, and did a great dinner last night too. I can't thank you two guys for taking care of me down here and doing it up. And boss, I'm really thrilled. I cannot wait to see the picture when things clear here. It's excellent. Now, some people may wonder what the stockings.
Thanks for stopping by and enjoying all the fun.
Yep. Yeah. You want to explain what the stockings are, just for concluding there?
Oh, I have dirty gravel and some nylons to help the bacteria breed.
And that'll stay in there for weeks.
Yeah, it's like
seasoning.
No. It's like a sourdough.
Yeah, starter.
It's a starter, yes.
Excellent. On that note, from electrician, landscaper, marine biologist, and baker. There we are, everybody. Thanks so much.